Hello, I'm at a ruined chapel, and some may even say it was a summer house in Nottinghamshire, in a very small hamlet village of Glapwell. So, with nothing more to say, let's have a look at this terrific find in the middle of this woodland. This ruined structure stands on the edge of a farmer's field on the outskirts of Terrace Wood on Scarsdale Edge, Glapwell. It is believed to be the remains of St. Andrew's medieval chapel. In a local history book, Pause to Remember, there are few photographs of how it looked back in its heyday. You can clearly see the nave and the chancel. Historic England writes,
The nave comprised 3 identical walls 20 feet high, and measured 15 feet inside. Each wall had 3 uppers, and 3 lower windows. The 3 lower windows were surmounted by a flat arch resembling a tympanum. There were doors in the south and north wall. The upper windows were 4 feet 2 inches wide, and 8 feet high, and were surrounded by an arch. The walls were reinforced by buttresses, at the corners and between the windows. The chancel was semicircular, 6 feet in diameter and 8 feet deep, with a lancet window 5 feet high and 1 foot wide. Flanked internally on each side by a semicircular niche. The remains of a stone altar rail were still evident in 1960, when the structure was examined and measured by a local amateur historian. The chapel is said to have later been converted into a shooting lodge, with the insertion of an upper floor between the lower and upper windows. The presence of a chapel at Glapwell is recorded in the cartulary of Darley Abbey, with an agreement made in 1260 between the abbot and the inhabitants of Glapwell about roofing the chapel. They agreed to give 5 acres of land as an endowment to keep it in repair. It probably fell into disuse and was demolished at the Reformation, for no mention is made of it by the commissioners of 1650.
According to the 1875 periodical Notes on the Churches of Derbyshire, the author writes,
In 1440, the abbot of Darley petitioned the Bishop of Lichfield that the fruits and preventions of the chapels of Glapwell and Whaley may be united to the vicarage of the parish church of Bolsover, as the proceeds were so small that they did not suffice for the sustenance of the chaplains. A decision was made in favour of the application, as the chapels were not far distant from the church, and the road there was level and in fair condition at all seasons.
According to the Derbyshire County Council website,
the building was inspected by Derbyshire County Council in 1966, who concluded that the building was not a medieval chapel but rather a late 18th, early 19th century belvedere or summerhouse.
What we can all agree on is that the building has gone from wreck to ruin in recent years. It looks like the farmer has used much of the stone for the woodland road, and looking at how much bottles and litter there is around the ruin, there will soon be nothing left of it except for fallen stone and masonry.